there have been key moments in my life as a small business owner where I felt I can now relax and sit back and watch my caretaker do the right thing on the farm almost all the time. And what are these moments where, as a business owner, you can relax and trust your people to do the right work? One was she called me that she wanted to wean the pigs, and so I should get feed for them to start right. So I asked her, why do you want to wean them at this point? He said, one, they can feed well and they compete with their mother for the feed. Two, they have started drinking the water. Three, when I separate their mother from them, they don't show any concern and they are living on their own happily. So I think for now they can survive. And above all, they are now 6 weeks old, which I think we should win them. I said, good, you got that one right. And the next one was also that I went to the farm and I saw a particular pig. I could see the pig was pregnant. This pig, it needs to be crossed. So you have to do the crossing now, else she will pass the heat period. She said, no, she's not on heat. She has already been crossed long ago. What? How do you cross it? So yeah, the very day I saw her showing some level of restlessness and the backside turned pink, that was where I realized that I needed to introduce her to the male. So I took her to the male and she's already crossed. So I can say she's pregnant now. So there's no need for me to cross again.
Oh my God! Wow!
So at this point, I realized that I can entrust the farm entirely to her. And there was also an incident. Anytime the feed is getting shortage, I have to go there and reformulate the feed and give it to her before I leave the farm. So she realized that, no, I can't just be coming there all the time to do the formulation alone. So she wants to learn the formulation, and then anytime the feed is finished, she will quickly mix them by herself and start supplying to the pigs. Now that's the only thing left on her part. So I went there, taught her how to do the formulation. You take this, measure this about 6 bowls of maize, measure 2 bowls of soya, measure this bowl of this, and then mix them together, grind them, which she has also gotten a firm grip of. So for now, for the farm, I can say entirely, I can entrust the farm to her, except with the vaccination and all other injections, and those ones are not frequent. They are periodic and have some interval, so I don't really worry about them. But for the daily practices, she's gotten a firm grip of it, which I can now sit back and then relax, knowing very well that she do the right thing always on the farm. And again, another incident was also with a male abort. It's a hauler. We use it for hauling rice and corn. Initially, I didn't know how to operate it myself that well, but I know once I get it, I'll be able to learn it. So after getting the machine, I used 3 days to learn it, how to do the hauling with the maize and then the rice, how to do the hauling for both. And as it is, I can't be there myself all the time. So I needed to have somebody to train somebody to take over so that I can leave them and focus on other things. So I got a small guy who was also very, very curious about these machines. So he came and then I decided to train him how to do it. And you know what? After he got grip of it, I left the place, went to school. I came back and I realized that he was doing better than me. And whilst hauling, I used to do the settings. Whilst the machine will be hauling the rice. And then I will still be there standing, observing to see that nothing bad happens. But you know what this guy did? He has found a way to do the setting such that you can leave the mail center and leave it for the customers just to be pouring the rice. Once this customized rice is fully hauled, he takes it and then the next person will pour it. Without standing there by himself, he has found a way to set the machine will be operating itself. Then he will leave the site and be somewhere else doing other things. So I observed the guy. There was one day I was doing some cleaning in the pen whilst he was also doing the hauling over there in the mill. Before I realized he has come to join me whilst the machine was still operating. I said, what if anything goes wrong? How will you know? So you have to go and stand there. So no. I've done some settings. So the machine is now operating by itself. No need to worry. Besides, the customers are there. If the rice gets finished in the pan, they will gently pour theirs into it and then to start the hauling process again. So there's no need for you to worry about it. I also went I have to go and learn some basics from this guy. So I observed how he was doing his settings. Anytime he entered that, and I went to observe. I said, okay. So it means I could have done several things simultaneously whilst also holding the rice. But I didn't know. For me, I used to stand there, do the settings, and then stand there observing, no, thinking that something will go wrong so that I can quickly rectify it. That was not what went through the guy. So with this, it means that if I should even leave the site and not even go there again, my farm and then the mill will be taken very good care of, because at least those people I thought I have trained have even understood the team better than myself. So there's no need for me to even go there, worry them, and do other things. You get it? So at this point, you can just sit back like this, relax, knowing very well that everything is running smoothly on the farm also for me.